All right, everyone. Hi, how are you guys?
Fine.
All right, guys, welcome to therapy. What brings you guys here today?
Well, we have this issue where he complains that I nag a lot, and I don't think I do. I mean, I just think I need help in the house, and I don't know. What else do you think we need?
Um, she doesn't listen to me on time,
Yeah,
and
I don't know what that means.
she makes me have to tell her to do something every time, like getting back from home, getting back from work, and my meal is not prepared, and I still have to tell her to do all that, and stuff like that. Just
So, you guys have been fighting lately?
Well, yeah, more arguing. I
How,
guess
how often?
every day.
Every day?
It's been a constant.
we make up one moment, and the next moment something comes up,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
start arguing.
We can never fix it.
Okay.
So that's how we know we need somebody else to kind of help us out.
Okay. So, the only thing you guys are fighting about is basically,
He says It says I nag all the time,
you're saying, he's saying you nag,
right?
and he's saying you're not.
Cooking and probably cleaning too.
So, a lot of expectations
Right,
here are not
exactly.
being met.
Yeah.
Okay. Outside of the cooking, what else are you expecting from her that she might not be giving you?
I think probably more communication, because most of the time she might be so quiet at home, and I don't know what's in her mind, and she barely tells me everything. And when I ask her, just probably like one sentence, and or I'm okay, and that's it.
Because I'm okay.
Right. But then you still call her a nag.
Yeah, because when it comes to issues and she complains too much, maybe, probably I stay up later than I'm supposed to stay, or I'm watching football instead of watching news or some other show.
Doesn't
and
watch
she
my
starts-
show. Whenever I want to
and
watch
she
like
starts
Bachelor in
complaining.
Paradise, it's like, what kind of show is that? I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, it's a female show. Can I watch my show in peace?
Have you guys tried, maybe you watch one of his shows and then you watch one of hers?
I can't stand football.
And I can't stand the drama and those shows.
Okay. So, is this one person's problem or is this both of you having the same issues?
I mean, when I go into the room and watch my Bachelor and he watches football, I don't know what's wrong with that, but he's mad because he doesn't see why I can't sit down and watch football. And I can't see why he can't sit down and watch my show.
So, can we find a show that both of you could possibly like? Have you guys tried other shows outside of that you guys can have in common?
Well, I don't know.
You guys haven't tried that yet?
Probably one show, the Steve Harvey, one of those Steve Harvey shows. I think that was probably just
Like one of those game
vacation.
shows
One of those
Yeah.
game shows, yeah.
It's on Sunday night.
on Sunday nights?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it kind of comes on Sunday football night. So,
So that's also a problem, right?
see what I'm saying?
Okay. So you guys haven't tried any other strategies, like how to resolve this, some kind of a compromise on not just watching TV, but also cooking?
Yeah, we used to, when we first got married, we
Mhm.
used to cook together. But of
Okay.
course, when life comes in the way, he's at work, I'm home alone. I have to cook. I can't wait. Like he just said, when he comes back home,
Yeah.
food is not ready.
Right.
Dude, if I wait for him to say, okay, let's cook together, that's not gonna work.
Mhm.
He's hungry already and he's
Right.
ready to eat.
Right.
So that's out of the window.
So can both of you agree to maybe take turns cooking? Like, is that possible where you guys can work out a schedule where,
Yeah.
hey,
I
maybe
think,
you cook this week,
yeah.
I cook next week, or if you guys have a situation where, hey, if you're really free, just go ahead and cook.
Right.
Do you
You
think
would
that's
think
something
so,
you can
but he's not
possibly
gonna do
try?
that.
Oh, okay.
He
Well-
says it's a female's job to cook, and a man sit down and watch football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So where is that belief for coming from? That idea of, okay, this is what women do.
I
and
would
so-
say probably that's how we're all brought up, and
Uh-huh.
you know, the mother or the ladies or the woman is supposed to like take care of, you know, the kitchen and take care of the home. But
Mm-hmm.
the father or the man also has some duties to do, like, you know, some handiworks and all that, and that's why I come in place. But you know, it's not every time I can go to the kitchen, and I don't want to burn the house down. So you know, I try to do a little cooking, but sometimes when I get there and I try something, she just steps in and start complaining. Oh, you're not doing it well. You're not doing. And I just
So even when you try to, she still
Yeah.
sometimes complains.
yeah, maybe
about
I'm not
that.
cutting it well. I didn't cook it well, or I didn't, you know. So I just leave it for her.
You just
That's where the nagging comes in most of the time.
okay. Well, how does that make you feel whenever
It makes
she?
me feel bad, and I just, you know, I just abandon everything for her, and you know, it makes me feel bad and uncomfortable.
And how does it make you feel when you see him trying to cook and he may not be doing it right?
Well, maybe I might not say it out the way he wants me to. Maybe I might say it wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't mean for him to stop helping me. I'm just saying, okay, you're not cutting the onions right. You're not
Right.
cutting the shape. You know,
Right.
you have to cut. I have OCD, so if you don't get it right the way I
Mhm.
want to, that don't mean you should stop. Just say, just do it the way. But he just, okay, I'm gonna do it again, and just go watch football or
Okay.
watch whatever news.
So is it the way she's saying it that's affecting you, or just the
Uh,
fact that you're not doing it right and you just want to give up on that?
Probably the way she says it.
Okay.
Probably.
So once again, we're back to communication with
Yeah.
that. How she's communicating with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's talk about your backgrounds, where you guys are coming from. You talked about basically this traditional family which you grew up in, where I guess dad is the provider and mom is the caretaker of the house.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about your childhood and that kind of upbringing and how that has affected you as an adult in your expectations of Queen.
How will I put it? Like, my dad is a full-time engineer, was a full-time engineer, and my mom is a teacher too. And my dad usually gets back nighttime, leaves in the morning, get back nighttime, and my mom is usually at home by 5 or 4. She's already at home, and growing up, by the time she's back, all the kids are already at home. And after we do our assignments, and she takes care of all of us. She provides the food for all of us, and you know, take care of all of us till my dad comes back. And that's just it. And she's always provided before my dad says anything. She has his food ready as soon as he steps out from the shower, or even before he goes to work. His food is ready, and you know, little things like that.
Yeah.
You know, that I see my mom do for my dad on a daily basis, and coming, you know, getting married, and she's not doing that kind of thing. It makes me
Right.
feel like maybe she's not doing her duties
Right.
well.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And what about you? How has your background played a role
Well,
in
my
your
background is
expectation?
totally different because my
Right.
dad used to get in the kitchen, and he was a full-time businessman. My
Yeah.
mom is a stay-at-home mom,
Mhm.
but she had helps. She had
Mm.
help, so the helps cooked and cleaned, and yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, if my dad needed something to cook, he would go in the kitchen and cook himself. So I see no reason why a man can't go in the kitchen and cook make something for himself or make something for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I work full time too, and he works full time too, but we could both be tired, right?
Yeah.
And my feet might hurt, and I just need him to just make something real quick. And but no,
Okay. So we can see here once again how our backgrounds are also playing a role in our expectations of our partners. She wants a partner that's helping her 50-50 kind of, right? And you also want, okay, you have your role, I have my role. So how can we come to the middle where everyone is happy? What would you want from Udoka moving forward?
50-50.
50-50. And are you okay with 50-50? When you say 50-50, kind of got to be more specific. Like, how would you want it moving forward?
We both do everything together.
Okay,
Yeah, like
everything together.
If
Should we abandon those traditional roles that he had in mind?
I mean, this is us now. Forget whatever
Mhm.
what's in the past or how you grew up. This is us moving forward.
Yeah.
This is how we don't have kids yet, but when
Yeah.
our kids watch, at least they see mommy and dad doing things together.
Right.
So 50-50.
And what do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree with that.
You agree with that?
Mhm.
So, like, moving forward, we can try to find shows we like together. Yeah?
Good luck.
We will find those shows together because we want to do things together, not just
Right.
you stay in there and I stay out here. Even though you guys can do that, at least you want to have something to look forward to together. So maybe this week you guys can try to go show shopping, kind of.
Yeah, I've kind of told him about this show, Game
Uh-huh.
of Thrones, but he's like, oh, it's too wild. I can't watch that.
Okay.
Too much violence and all
Too
that
much
stuff.
violence. Okay, you don't like violence. Well, maybe you guys can find something that's not so violent, but then that's also intriguing for him.
Mhm.
Game of Thrones is a hard show. Not everyone
Yeah.
can kind of get into it, so I can understand you on that. So we can try new shows, and then for cooking, we can make a schedule for how we can get together. Do you guys spend time with each other outside of the house? How does that
Yeah.
work?
I mean, when we
Once
have
in a
time,
while.
once in
Once
a
in a
yeah,
while.
we do.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
All right, so next time we come in, what are the two things we're going to work on?
50-50.
50-50. How we can split our responsibilities
Right,
together,
and
right?
try to get in tune with each other's shows. I guess I can try to
Yeah,
sit down and watch.
with each other's
football.
hobbies and interests rather.
right.
Yeah.
And if you guys notice something, you guys do want to spend time with each other, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I hear more than anything else is just finding things we can do together that we both enjoy together. So I think that we did good today. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I will see you guys next week. Do you guys have any questions for me?
What can help us communicate more and better?
Okay. Well, Queen, what do you think that you can do better to improve your communication with
I
Paterka?
guess I can try not to. I have to watch what I say. Maybe not say it so bluntly. Maybe and make it not come out like I'm mad or something.
Okay.
And try to be nice. Well, I'm nice, but try to say it nicely. I guess, right?
Okay. Well, he also said that sometimes you would keep quiet, right, and
Right,
not
right.
say anything at all. So during that moment of silence, are you angry inside and choosing not to talk?
I mean,
or-
naturally, I'm a quiet person.
Okay.
But, even when I'm saying I'm okay,
He
I
can
guess my
tell.
body language maybe.
Mhm.
But I'll just have to try to be more verbal.
Be more verbal, yeah, and also watch how we say it, right?
Right. And
So-
maybe watch my body language.
Yeah, all that speaks. Sometimes you could be like, I'm fine,
Yeah, true.
and there's, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna read that the wrong way. So maybe next time if you are in the kitchen and you see that he's not cutting it right,
I'll let him cut it because we're eating it together too.
or you can just go in and say, hey, let me help you with this.
Yeah, true. I could say that instead of saying you're not doing it
You're
right.
not doing it right
Yeah.
because then you're not showing him what you want him
Right.
to do.
Yeah, I guess so.
And at the end of the day, you can try that too. Instead of telling him,
Right.
you
Okay.
can show him.
Okay.
And how can you be a better listener in terms of when she does tell you things, you actually doing it? How do you think you can be a better listener?
Well, just be more open to not just what she's saying, our emotions too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recognizing that and actually letting her know that you hear her and you understand what she's saying. Because sometimes men, they just hear you, but they're not really, they just want to pacify you so you can just feel like you're doing okay. Like, okay, I heard you, rather than, hey, I hear you. You want me to cut it this way?
Mhm.
Okay, let me try it. But now she's saying that she'll show you. So, once again, letting her know that you understand what she's saying. We can try that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys do get into it for whatever reason, once again, this is going to take some time, but if you do have any issues this week, please go ahead and write it down, and the next time we meet, we can go over that scenario and what happened and how we can improve on that. Is that okay?
Yes.
I like how you asked me that question. I really appreciate that. Please bring any questions you have to the sessions, and we can deal with it moving forward. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Udoka
you.
and Queen, I wish you guys the absolute best.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Everything you hear